Why, welcome to the Written Writ, starring John Cho. Well, hello there, Apple Bites. This is your Apple Bite Rafael Tavares talking to you straight from our show here, The Written Writ. A show where you and I and you take a journey together to become better writers. You may be asking yourself, what does starring John Cho have to do with writing? Ah, very good question, my young Padawan. Well, take it this way. The movement for starring John Cho is trying to show an Asian actor in the role of today's blockbusters. I think this is very important because I think diversity is important. But I also think that, as Michelle Rodriguez said a couple of years ago, or was it last year? Well, she got in trouble for it anyway. She called it lazy. She said we needed to create our own mythology. I think it's true. I think it is lazy writing to just take one race and put it into another race's character. I believe that we should be creating things so that we can um, better utilize these characters the way they should be utilized. Take, for instance, the Human Torch in the Fantastic Four. They made him black. I was like, okay, no problem. Why didn't you make Sue Storm black too? Now you would have Johnny and Sue as black characters, brother and sister, instead of saying, oh, psst, you know what? We'll just make Johnny adopted. That's why he's black. I think that is kind of lazy. I think where's your creativity? Where is I don't think it's gonna work. And oh, lo and behold, it didn't work. Well, maybe not for that one reason, but they really did a lousy job at fixing that and trying to make it work over there with the Fantastic Four. Even they have said that they did a bad job with it. Oh well. Well, anyway, back to topic. I think that we should be creating our characters from the bottom up. We should be having our character development. I agree that you should have your Asian characters, you should have your white characters, you should have your Latino characters, your Middle Eastern characters, your black characters. I don't think that we should be doing this whole replacement thing, as I said before. So we need to start developing our own characters so that we can create our own mythology, so that we can um, get our stuff out there. Maybe it'd be easier if we just create a character who's supposed to be black or a character who's supposed to be Spanish or you know what I'm saying? I agree that sometimes the role should go to the better actor, but it doesn't seem to be always the case. They don't just be like, oh, he's the better actor. I feel like sometimes I go, well, we need to have this role be this color or that color, and this is which way we're gonna go. So you may be asking, what is character development? Now, character development is, you can refer to either the task of sitting down and creating a character, working out their appearance, their history, the mannerisms, and so on, or it can refer to the change a character undergoes during the course of a story. I think it's important to create the character and understand who this character is. Sometimes, if you're having trouble with your story, if you go back to your main character and you start to flesh him out, you will see that you will see a new direction that you can take, or you will see something you missed, or maybe you're stuck somewhere, and this will help you out. Knowing your character better means that you know more of what your character would do in situations, more of what the story entitles. Um, it's good to know if your character has a fear of snakes, Indiana Jones. It's good to know if your character is partial to blue. Maybe that's what he wears, that's what he dresses in. It's good to know if your character is afraid of broccoli. Broccoli is bad. It's bad. Well, you understand what I'm trying to say. These little choices, these little points help you out. Hey, if we're going to go another route, sometimes if you know your character is Spanish, you have some Spanish cultural references there. Your character would be a certain way because he was raised a certain way. Same thing with the other races. You will be able to understand your character better because you have broken it down. We need to create our own mythology. have this happen in our own universe. Sometimes you need to create your own universe so that you can understand everything that's going on. Sometimes you want to play in somebody else's universe. It's an easy way to create your writing, to learn how to write, to start from the bottom, is to play in somebody else's universe, to take a character or take a mythology that you know and play in it. Have fun with it. Um, just like they're doing. Make him a woman, make him Hispanic, make him black, make him a scaredy cat, a transgender, or whatever. Um, Change the character around to whichever direction you want to go. It's a good way to learn how to write better. But what we're working on today is character development, character creation. Um, Excuse me. So, all right. You're going to create your character. All right. So, who is your character? Okay, my character is John. Might as well use the name. John is an engineer. He likes to eat pizza. He has a wife, a daughter, and he has a fear of wires. Poor John. Now, you got John, who's an engineer who likes pizza. He has a wife and a daughter and has a fear of wires. This is beginning to get interesting. There goes your basic character. Now from here you can start doing things with the story. You throw John into having problems with his job because of his fear of wires. And because he's having problems with his job, he's having problems with his wife. And he has never been able to get too close to his daughter because he's just hasn't been able to emotionally involve himself in her life. Maybe he has an emotional issue. Something that happened to him when he was a child. See? You're breaking down the character. You're going somewhere. Now, if I make John Spanish, no, not Spain Spanish, but you go Spanish there. We have other things we can do. Maybe his mom is too involved in his life, and that's causing also issues with the wife. But the funny thing with that is you can take this and turn it into anything else. Asian. And his mom thing still works. But there are things that will change with your race here. Let's say he's Spanish again. I keep writing Spain. Not sure, must be something with me. So let's say he's Spanish. All right. Maybe his wife is American. I'm having trouble spelling American. All right. So now you have some kind of cultural issue happening there too, as well as whatever issue they're having. I'm just throwing things out there, but this is the concept. You're breaking down your character. You're making your character. This is you being creative. Now, your goal is to create a character and put them into a little story. We did hear the character. We'll put them into the little story. I will write something and I will put it out there because I wanted to create this character in front of you so that you can see what the process was. All right. Well, guys, I hope you liked the video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, well, there's that button down there. Go press it, subscribe, and join our crazy Apple Bitten family. If you have a comment to share with us, there it is down below. Share your story, share whatever you want. Let us know what's going on. If you want to see a previous episode, there it is on the side. Check it out, me doing some crazy writing thing. All right? And why don't you guys do yourself a favor, take a bite of the apple, and this is your Apple Bite. Rafael Tavares signing off. Till next week, well, I'll just do some crazy random thing and call it writing.